This is Sam Hill's prototype carbon fibre nuke-proof race bike. At the heart of Sam's race bike is this carbon fibre front end. So this is brand new for 2018 and it's got full internal cable routing and it's also running a new metric shock. We'll get to that in a second though. Out back is an alloy setup and it's got a much bigger and beefier pivot arrangement on the previous model. Out back on here we've got the Rockshox Super Deluxe shock. This is a metric unit and it's got a bearing at the linkage end here. The back end is so much more supple than the previous model. Sam runs a pretty average sag setup, 25 to 30%. He wants the bike to sit up in its travel. And to help achieve that, he's got two bottomless rings inside the shock. The only thing that is a little bit different to most people's setup is he does run it quite slow. It's in a CO2 unit just to keep him out of trouble. On the cockpit area of Sam's bike, he's running a 50mm Nukeproof stem, and he's running that with two spacers underneath. It doesn't tend to vary too much, but the option is still there. The bar width is 750mm and it's an alloy bar with 25mm rise. You notice he's got the ABS hand protectors here. He's also got some Tyre hardware on his SRAM Code brakes. So you'll also notice up front, cool custom setups here. He's got a nice number plate mount here that's been made by his mechanic. And also he's running a master link chain link here, just on his reverb hose. And although the grips look like the standard Sam Hill Edition Nukeproof lock-on grips, they're actually a softer durometer. These are 15, whereas the previous model had been 25. They're really, really soft. On the front of Sam's bike, he's running a Rockshox Lyrik fork and it's the 180 model. So it also changes his head angle a tiny bit. So the stock head angle is 65. So you're looking at the late 64, 64.8 approximately. It's the boost model fork and he runs this with two volume spacers in it. Seat post on Sam's bike is a Rockshox Reverb with a 150mm drop. On the collar, I can just spot a nice little custom tie bolt in here. There's a few darted around on the bike. Nice little custom setup there. And a Nukeproof Horizon saddle. And that's the new shape. Keeping Sam's race bike rolling along are Mavic Deemax Enduro wheels. He's running these at the moment with some prototype charged tyres. They're the tyres he pretty much runs all year round for most conditions except the real muddy races. And he's got these inflated tubeless with stand sealant. And Sam's also running 200mm rotors front and back just for that extra stopping power. Transmission wise on Sam's bike, he's running the SRAM Eagle 12-speed setup. And of course that's with the massive 1050 tooth 500% range cassette on there. Everything you need for any climb in an Enduro World Series sort of race. At the front he's running a 32 tooth chainring on the carbon crank. And he's got the MRP AMG chain guide on there with a bash plate on the underneath. Also worth talking about on Sam's bike, of course, is the fact he's running flat pedals and he's the only racer in the EWS that does that. Sam's running his pedals with effectively 12mm pins and he is achieving that by not running spacers on the back of them. And also note, he doesn't run the pins on the inside at all. So that was Sam Hill's custom pro bike check. If you want to see some more EWS Enduro pro bike checks, click down here for Mark Scott's Santa Cruz and click over here for Johan Borelli's Commensal. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking here on the globe. There's a brand new video every single day. If you like the GMBN gear we wear, click up here for the shop. And finally, if you like Sam Hill's bike, give us a thumbs up.